My last one, I'll give Head Ice versus Av. Don't do that. Don't do that. You said yourself that Head Ice
that was a good Head Ice performance.
That was a good Head Ice.
That was a good Head Ice performance. I have Head Ice winning that battle.
Yeah, that was a good performance, a good battle. I feel like it impressed me.
Because that was top five?
Yes.
That was your top five?
Yes, nigga.
Of the whole year?
Yes, nigga. Yes, nigga. I put it in my top five, man. It was.
You just want Head Ice to get a win so bad. The nigga's only win is in your top five. His only win of the year is in your top five.
Would you want me to... We recording? We on the air?
Yes.
Let's do this. And you know what this is, bitch. It's the Hold It Down podcast, aka like, comment, and subscribe. Because I'm going to remind y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. You know what we might do for this year? We're going to find a way to put a graphic up there. Do you already have that? No?
I could add one, sure.
We're going to find a way to put a like, comment, and subscribe graphic. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to put it all through the videos because that's what I be seeing other people's shit. And you know what? We biting swag this year too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just ain't gonna know about it because it's gonna be subtle. You know what I mean? But I hear telling niggas to like, comment, subscribe actually, you know, translates to traction. So, you know, we gonna always find ways to say like, comment, and subscribe because we want you to what? Like, comment, and subscribe. But I be your host, like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? AKA say Quan. You know what I mean? What's your name, Bloody?
You know what it is. It's your main man, the Unstoppable Bloodbath, back at it again.
AKA like, comment, and subscribe also.
In the kitchen, you know, this is a Hold Down podcast where it's like hip hop and battle rap culture as a whole. I appreciate the great toss from my co-host, the great Luka Quancic himself.
How do the names get stronger? Like you went Super Saiyan on that one.
So yeah,
that was a game breaker right there. That was a game breaker name. Oh shit,
Luka Quancic, bro.
All right.
Yeah. I'm assuming you at least know who Luka Doncic is, the basketball player. He's on the cover of this year's 2K.
I had no idea.
He's a basketball player. It doesn't matter. So anyway, here's a Hold Down podcast. We're talking hip hop and battle rap culture as a whole. This episode, this is like our recap of the year type episode.
Yeah,
like
we considered that
best of the best of the best. Stir.
Yeah, I mean,
episode.
We out here doing what we do. We recapping, but we never capped in the first place. You feel
That's
me?
What we can't do.
We never capping. You know what I'm saying? You never see me with a hat. Nope. Ever. You see me with a hoodie, never see me with a hat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We keep it 55th around here.
You know what I mean? And the most you seen him with is a do-rag. You ain't never seen him with a cap. He don't cap neither. You know what I'm saying? We don't be in captivity. I barely Captain Crunch. I've been staying away from the carbs lately.
Exactly. We're incapable of capping.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't even capital my letters, nigga.
Exactly.
We out here.
Lowercase like bell hooks.
You feel me?
Anyway. This is going to be the best events, the best battles, the best battlers, you know, that best shit.
That's what we do. Godcast.
Which category did you want to get into first? Did you have anything else you wanted to say before we got into it? Any announcements, any other foolishness?
Godcast, nigga.
Uh-huh. Oh,
I ain't mad that niggas said that shit before us, because like when I seen it, I was like, that shit's fire. Godcast.
Yeah, it is. It's good.
I be wanting to say this shit, but then like, you know, that's gonna be obvious biting from other niggas.
So speaking of niggas biting, me and my co-host here, we took a big bite off of T-Pain's discography. It made a T-Pain campaign EP, but I assure you, it is a whole meal.
You dig?
Go over there to the SoundCloud over there on Dead and Gaming SoundCloud. Check out the EP. Spread the word. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Let the streets know.
This nigga here, let the heat go. So be low. Don't be no motherfucking hero, a kilo, and get a nigga whole click killed. You ain't gotta spend shit. Niggas will hustle up a meal.
Mm-hmm.
When you live with the roaches, you kill all the rats, and the thugs that ain't focused get their head cracked. That's a Young Buck bar. I don't know why, but I've been on a G Unit kick lately. If we have any like artist of the week, it's gonna be G Unit for me. I just decided to randomly. I've been listening to 50, Lloyd Banks, everybody except for maybe Game and
Yayo.
Yeah, we don't even consider it. Yayo's the only person whose first album I did not listen to. I did not buy the deluxe. Like, and I tried to find the shit too, but when I bought the regular shit, I was like, okay, I didn't want the deluxe of this shit. I ain't gonna hold you. No disrespect to him, Because he used to be good. In the beginning he was decent, but I'll tell you what. You know, I say that Lil Wayne suffered from his jail time because once he got out, them bars did not feel the same. He was not the best rapper alive. Mm-hmm. Yayo, the same thing. I feel like Yayo, like he already was the weakest member of G Unit, no matter what. When Young Buck came in, still better than Tony Yayo. Game, still better than Yayo. But he at least could keep up with niggas. But after the jail, it was like, all right, So Seductive, that was cool. And then the first mixtape he put out, that was cool. After that, nothing else at all. Respectfully, but yeah, shout out to G Unit. But yeah, let's get into it. I think the first list that I have.
Also, all these were, except for one, were decided on by the Discord. Member shout out to the Discord. They told us what they wanted this episode to be. We're gonna do it.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? If you have any more suggestions, holla us. We'll do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Put it in the comments. Hit us up on the socials.
Yeah.
Hold it down pod. You know how we do.
You know what I'm saying? We out here to serve y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we can go to the top 5 battles.
Top 5 battles
first. We can handle that first. I even have extra notes too, just in case. Just, you know, give the audience a full dosage. I got my top 5. I have a few worsts and some honorable mentions.
So you have your 5 best and 5 worst?
Not 5 worst, just some worst ones that came to mind. Because I don't know if I can find, because we don't even watch bad battles on purpose either. So
we do not.
So I wouldn't even have 5. And besides, I know if it was you, it would just be all head ice.
He didn't have 5 battles this year. He might have, and it's probably not all on URL.
But yeah, we can go to the top 5.
Be funny as fuck. Go back in this nigga's archive just to hate.
So head ice versus, and then head ice versus, and then this one versus head ice. Ice, nigga. But yeah, so I'll go with my first one. My first one that I want to mention, top 5 battles: New Jersey Twerk versus Loso.
That was this year?
I don't know if it was this year, but I know we covered it this year.
That's not the same, nigga.
I think it was this year.
I think it was this year.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
A lot of these I got from the app, so I do believe these was all of this year. You know what I'm saying? Tried my best to be well researched. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best at this shit, but that did help the fact that I looked in the app to look for a lot of these things, and they be having them in chronological order.
Yeah, they do.
So I'm
trying to remember which event it was, but I'm pretty sure that was this year.
Yeah, it was this year. Because when we saw New Jersey Twerk wash that nigga, when I say wash, that nigga was chaffed in the wind after this fucking battle. Like, that nigga could not. It was just one of them things where like he that nigga tried, and he just I don't know what he did to New Jersey Twerk to make him upset.
That was this year. That was at the Civil War event.
Yeah.
That was back in August. So yeah, I was firmly in this year. You got one.
So yeah, that one was. And it was just for, you know, like Loso put up a good battle. I wasn't even mad at him, like, but he just came off trash next to a good New Jersey Twerk. Like that was one of the best twerks we've seen. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But it was just like that nigga came with a mission. Like this is almost like how I felt when Rome went against Sharon, and I was just like, what did Sharon do to Rome? Because Rome is on a mission. Like, Roan is like not just battling, like he is battling like he does not like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas front and try to have like a fake anger towards the nigga when they're battling, and then they can get it off. And I feel like after this battle, these niggas do not like each other. But yeah, that was a different New Jersey Twerk, bro.
All right, so you got that one. I say also mine ain't in no particular order either.
Yeah, it's no order.
There's no order for these.
Yeah.
So the first one I want to put out there, just to say it, that I really fucked with DNA versus King Los, for real. I know when we reviewed it, wasn't that big on it, but like the more I went back and watched it, I had to put that in my top 5.
I'm not mad at that.
Because that nigga King Los surprised me so much.
I'm not mad at that.
That's really why I had it in my top 5 of the year. Because if you remember, we reviewed the King Los versus Daylight earlier in the same year.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nearly as impressive, at least in my eyes, from King Los.
Yeah.
But the King Los versus DNA, I was like, damn, you're really doing some shit here.
I'm not mad at that, because that definitely would have been in my top 10. I came across it and almost thought about it. I was like, It was definitely a good battle, good showing from both sides, especially King Los, who somebody we've seen battle before and we were not that much impressed with.
Yeah.
It would seem like this was finally the time where like all that confident talk he has about his bars was kind of backed up a little.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been on here saying that like I want to see somebody from the industry like thrive in the battle world. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad King Los is the one to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So far. Because we had some other prospects, and some people have, shown potential, and then some people have not. But yeah, like if King Los keeps us up, what he said, he was at 60%. Stay there, my nigga. Stay at 60%. Do not go above, okay? Because when you go above, it's too much. All right, stay at 60. It's perfect. When you see the bar, when you got I don't know if you got like hit a bat or something, you playing one of them games, and you see the bar and it like starts off red, green, and red. Nigga, 60%. You in that green, my nigga. Stay in the green. You feel me? But yeah, that was definitely a good ass battle.
What you got?
We'll get to my next one. This was definitely a classic for this year. I'm pretty sure it's probably in your list. Easy versus Chess.
Yeah, that was mandatory.
That was
also at my top 5 list.
Yeah,
so
that was a classic.
I could take that off saying that. That was the best battle of that card.
Yeah, easily.
It made the Summer Madness card.
Yes,
for real.
Easily.
Because they needed something to pick that card up.
Yeah. That was a good ass battle. That was good as battle. I wouldn't even be mad if some people considered that like a battle of the year.
Oh, it's definitely in the conversation of battle.
Definitely in the conversation. Easily top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what, I was definitely that when I thought about top 5, that was like one of the first ones that came to mind.
Yeah, that was
it
was no contestant. That's one of the best battles of the year. I was like, damn.
Because some of the other ones I had to go back to the app and be reminded. That one was already on my brain.
Yeah,
that one was.
That was in the brain too.
Yeah, it was a classic after the first round of each nigga. You know what I'm saying? All they had to do is it was one of the few times where it starts off great and remained great. Because a lot of times we watch battles that start off great and then it may not keep the same energy. Maybe both battlers fall off. Maybe one battler falls off and another one dominates. This one, both of them were just amazing all the way through. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a top battle.
All right, so since you said that one, and that's also on my list, that means I only got 3 more I could say.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw out my other one, which is this one was off Double Impact. We gotta talk about that damn Av and Fons versus Luke Castro and K-Shine. Av and Fons were such a good team.
Such a good team.
It was just like, yo, these niggas is so similar and they cooking. Yeah. But the charisma from Luke Castro and K-Shine.
Ain't no big dog. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. That was definitely
them niggas like they made that shit. Like a big dog. That's a thing now. Them niggas created the whole thing. They made fetch happen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that definitely is one of the things that made me take Luke Castro like very serious. Yeah. Like I seen him on his own. I was like, okay, this nigga's good. Then I seen him with that. I was like, oh, he can contend with the big dogs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. But like, and with Fons too, because I remember Fons. I had seen him, but when we saw him, that was when he had went against. He was in the tournament. He went against he won the tournament.
Yeah, to win the tournament, he had to beat Jada Nightwing.
Yeah.
And then I think that was like the first time we seen him back.
Yeah, that was the first time we seen him.
And he was nice. Yeah. Still nice. And he really only be getting better.
Yeah. That was the one he finally he got a little shot of his K-Shine shot. Yeah. And niggas could be like, oh, okay. Because the other time
he said, I want K-Shine. Everybody was like, what?
Niggas in the room, like it was already a small room, but niggas in the room was reacting like, you can hear niggas like, huh? You could anybody ever played Metal Gear Solid before? You could see the question mark above niggas' heads. I think you even verbally heard somebody said, like, I don't know if you want to do that, bro. Somebody in the room said that shit. Not one of the announcers, not Jay Black. I heard somebody in the room say that shit. He's like, yeah, Sean, I want K-Shine. You know what I'm saying? Come out to play K-Shine. Somebody was like, I don't know if you want to do that, boy. You know what I mean? Now, it may be a different K-Shine now. You might have a chance now, but yeah, that time when K-Shine was on fire, that nigga was like putting out 5-star like battles.
He really was.
Yeah, that was a different. But yeah,
leave that nigga the fuck alone.
But him with Av, I was like, all right, we see potential. So I like that battle because it was two vets and vet and rookie teams against each other, and they both definitely showed out. Everybody like showed stellar performances. The vets was the vets. The rookies showed great potential. You know what I'm saying? They stood side to side with the vets. You know what I mean? Nobody slowed each other down or whatever. You know what I mean? And it was a good battle, a good clash of styles, everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was one of my top, bro. I was like, yo.
I ain't gonna lie. Was that the battle where I think it was K-Shine and Luke Castro that that were side to side with Av?
Yeah, that was that one.
And he was like, yeah. This is mad hype over stupid shit.
The energy in that battle alone had to push it to top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially like I remember all the memes that came from it, and then it was the part where Luke Castro was rapping. He stopped. He's like, "Why you looking at me like that?" And Castro happened immediately. "Why you looking at him like that, huh?" It was like immediate. Like, why you looking at him like that?
Them niggas just some funny niggas, bro. Like, yo, love Luke Castro, bro. Luke Castro, like, is definitely one of my favorite battlers. Definitely, definitely one of my favorite battlers. Like, he's one of the niggas that got like the full package. Now, I feel like he'll only get better. Even though I feel like I don't say he's getting towards veteran status, but he definitely isn't a rookie in my eyes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But there are, like, you know, some chinks in the armor. You know what I'm saying? But if he figures that shit out, he could be a beast. He's definitely ascended really fast. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely got the ill style. He's got the bars. The bars are there. The style is there. You know what I'm saying? He's even got some comedic value. Like he's like one of the Mario niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mario Tennis, they always make Mario all around.
Yeah.
He's one of those. He's one of them all around niggas. You know what I'm saying? So definitely great battler. Good battle. You know what I mean? But I got my next one is Loaded Lux versus Gichigati. This one I actually liked. It was a good Lux, which I know niggas still give him the God MC credit and whatnot, and he deserves it. But as far as the battles, I haven't really been impressed with Loaded Lux in a minute. In like a minute. The closest thing was maybe him versus Averb. You know what I'm saying? And even then it was like it was cool.
Yeah, like,
he just looked good against Averb trying to be Loaded Lux.
Yeah, but that battle was also kind of boring. I remember we reviewed it and said we were bored.
Yeah. It was a boring battle because I feel like usually Loaded Lux has a good battle when he has somebody. He has to have somebody that's a style clash. Whereas like it's weird to have Vegan Verb going against Lux trying to be Lux or having a Lux-ish style. We kind of don't want that. We almost want Lux to be Lux, and then we want somebody to say, "Nigga, fuck Lux's style." That's usually the best battles. You know what I'm saying? Calico versus Lux. It's literally Lux being Lux and then Calico being like, "Nigga, fuck all that preaching shit." You know what I mean? And then freaking the one I have, Loaded Lux versus Gichigati. What made it great is it was a good Lux, and then we have Gichigati who's you know what I'm saying, from Compton, still crippin', you know what I'm saying, no studioing, and he was just there saying fuck Lux's style, and he said it greatly. You know what I'm saying? Broke it down.
Fuck Lux's style and fuck Lux's homie in the back. Yeah. Flag on the wrong.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, before you get beat the fuck up. I remember that shit, nigga. Somebody shut that nigga up. Respect Ichigati when that nigga rapping, bro. But yeah, like, bro, that it was a pretty good battle. Like, it was nice to see a vet still being like, well, what do you consider? Because we call other niggas vets, but I guess
Gichi
that's
a
like
vet
top.
At this point, dog.
Like, he's definitely a vet.
Gichi the face of the league.
Yeah, but like Loaded Lux, like what they call him, top tier or god tier. They be getting weird with these names because they say god tier, then there's top tier, then there's
We'll just call him a legend.
Well, legend. It's nice to see a legend still be legendary because I ain't gonna lie, some of these legends is getting washed out here. We ain't gonna say names. Murder Mook, you know. I haven't been impressed with Murder Mook in a minute. I'm hoping he changes my mind. I feel like he has the potential to. Even though I talk shit about Murder Mook, I feel like if he just listens and gets his head out of his ass so he can hear shit, then maybe you can come out with a nice performance and we can be like, okay, here's the legend that we know and love. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was nice to see Loaded Lux, still be fire. And Gichigati is like one of the most consistent niggas I've ever seen in life, my nigga. Like it's not much more to say. I ain't gonna lie, this new generation that we like, I could almost consider Gichigati like the spearhead of it.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the face of the league. Like everybody want to be like Gichi right now.
For sure.
Gichigati definitely inspiring niggas to want to battle rap like him. So,
and he a cool, like I feel like he's still the same nigga. Like he humble, he don't sue surf the shit and talk hella shit and destroy niggas' lives. You know what I'm saying? Like he just be there, you come to battle, you know what I'm saying? He get his bars off. Any shit he got talk about you, he'll say it in the battle, and then he just goes off and you know, he's all about a check.
Yeah.
He's all about a check and all about this cripping. And I'm cool with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a good Gichigati, a good Loaded Lux, made for a good battle.
All right, so I only got 2 left. So, rounding this out, Gichigati versus Romney. That's in my top 5.
Yes.
That's when we determined the winner for Ultimate Madness.
Yeah.
And like we finally had like 2 of the leaders of EFB going head to head. And it was like these niggas been homies, they really didn't even want to battle, but niggas had to settle that.
And it was one of the battles where like you knew the niggas fucked one another, but it didn't affect the battle negatively.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that does happen. When niggas is actually cool, then niggas don't put their all into the pen and it shows. But this time I was like, nah. And even with them niggas deciding to split the money after, like, I don't know if they decided before or after. I think it was before.
They probably decided before, but they announced it after the battle. That's why.
Oh, that's what. Yeah,
that's why the judges didn't even say who won. Cause like we already decided we're gonna split. They was like, all right, well, it doesn't even matter what we say. So
gotcha. Yeah. So, but yeah, like I even with them deciding to split the money, like the performance didn't suffer, and I like that. Very professional. These two, you know what I'm saying? Like they definitely came through and showed out without even needing like, you know what I'm saying, without even needing to. So I definitely appreciated that.
Yeah, that was just a great battle.
Yeah,
that was in my top 5
for sure. While you talking, I'm gonna cash up somebody.
All right, cool. So then I only got one more left.
All right.
You want me to say my last one?
Oh wait, hold on, my bad. It's my turn.
It's definitely your turn.
Yeah, my bad. KCJ versus Gichigati. I love this battle, bro. I thought
about putting that shit, but I was like, all right, I want battles that are competitive. So I can't put not competitive battle in my top 5.
Nigga, I had Twerk versus Low, so that wasn't competitive at all.
It wasn't.
But this one was like a different kind of slaughter because it was a good KCJ. It was definitely a good KCJ. I don't think anybody will fault that. KCJ came with her shit. It was just Gichigati was on that chick's head, my nigga. Like Gichigati. This is so gangster about Gichigati because everybody else was been under her spell. They freaking even niggas like Prep. I don't know Prep to freaking like to choke. Now Twerk, even though he had one of the worst chokes against her ever in battle history, I feel like because it was every fucking round. Niggas talking about every fucking bar. How about choking every fucking round and early in the round too? Not even like mid, like nigga shit. Oh my god! But yeah, like KCJ was getting her shit off. Like it was a good KCJ. She came through the battle and she was one competition at the time. Like she almost wanted this ass whooping that was delivered to her. And boy, did he deliver it. That nigga delivered the ass whooping, boy. Like that. She was respectfully called all kind of bitches, all kind of like
She just had to sit there. She was just sitting there nodding her head like she was just happy to be there.
Yes, bro.
This nigga cooked her.
Yeah, it was. I appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? Like KCJ wanted some competition because I feel like I don't know what was going on, but niggas wasn't. She was fire and niggas wasn't taking her serious, or I don't know. She just had the voodoo for these niggas. I don't know, but she hadn't had a good like competitive battle in a minute, and she was out here smoking niggas. And Gichigati said, "Not me, not I, on Crip." That might have been the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's like nigga Gichigati might have choked. But then maybe she said something about cripping or something. He said on Crip, I gotta slay this bitch. And
so
shit was crazy.
I don't want to talk about KCJ just yet, like overall, but like when I was going back through this year and figuring out my battles, and I was looking at Casey's battles and stuff, and what I'm gonna put in my top 5, I really had to sit here and think for a second before I said my number 1. But actually, if I'm gonna talk about Casey, we're gonna talk about Casey now. It is what it is. So in her battles against women last year, she low-key lost all the ones that I can remember.
And the funny thing is she hasn't like not shown up for all these. Like she'll still be on her shit and be fire. But I feel like I don't know what was going on that during that time. I think it was the niggas, mainly the niggas that just wasn't taking her serious. But as far as the women, they know what's up. So anytime she battled a woman, she would show up, but her opponent never played with her.
Because it was like
her versus Coffee. So like Coffee showed up.
But that was old. I'm talking about within the last year. She was on Ultimate Madness. She beat them niggas. Cool. Battles Gichi. Lost to Gichi. Then after that, she battled 40 bars for Heirs to the Throne 2.
40 definitely decided.
40 beat her.
Yeah, 40 definitely beat her.
40 showed her it's different, my nigga.
Yeah.
It's levels here.
Yeah.
She battles 40. And then she doesn't battle again.
She wants the new on the top and the old on the bottom like nori teeth, nigga.
She doesn't battle again until the Vixen battle.
And Vixen showed up like a motherfucker.
So it's like, when Casey's battling niggas, she does great, I guess. But when she goes up against other women, shit gets different.
I feel like it's because the niggas don't take her serious. Either she got a voodoo on niggas, or niggas don't take her serious because they either choke or they don't show up like they should, and they get washed.
So you're saying that when someone shows up like they should, she's gonna lose every time?
I don't know, because she still, like, it's funny because she still shows up. Like, her shit always is good. Like, I don't think she's had a bad performance. She just always has an opponent that is not playing with her. Since Gichigati, her opponents are not playing with her. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like beforehand, like, I think she's just getting what she asked for.
So now, again, my question is, if she's actually battling people who are trying and losing, is she as good as people are saying, or like as good as we said when we saw her running through niggas in Ultimate Madness? We was like, yo, we just want her to get respect. Casey J is good. She's great. Yeah. She might be one of the best women in the game. Yeah. And then we started watching her against other women more consistently, and she's not winning those battles. So then, is she still as good as we thought?
I'll still give her that credit because, like, it's not like she hasn't lost against she ain't lost against no hoes. Like, she's lost against people that are good. She lost against Gichigati. The face of the league, one of the best. She lost against Vixen. You sang me Vixen's praises for a while, and one of Vixen's I won't say claim to fame, but one of the things that stand out that you told me that she destroyed was DNA.
She did
also
DNA.
one of the greatest vets. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't losing against no slouches. So I don't know if that's a real detriment to her. She's losing against really great niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she battles tomorrow and she goes against Romney and she loses to him, he's one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying? Now, if she loses to a nigga like Swamp or something, which Swamp ain't no hoe neither,
and
but he's not one of the greatest. You said what?
I said that she murdered Swamp.
Yeah. So, or, okay, let me try somebody else. If she loses to, I don't know why I'm about to say HID Boyz.
Yeah.
He gonna stitch on her. Who was the nigga that was Swamp's partner? The bearded nigga.
Talking about, and which battle?
When they went against Danny Myers and the creepy nigga, the creepy tall nigga.
And Tink, talking about Tink the Demon. That's Ace of Me.
Ace of Me. Like, if she goes against a nigga like Ace of Me is good, but I don't think he's one of, like, top tier niggas.
No.
If she loses against him, then maybe we could have that talk. But she's still losing. She's losing against top tier people. I don't know if you consider Vixen top tier, but if you beat DNA, slaughter him, as I've heard.
Vixen won Woman of the Year.
Okay, so she's losing against the top people. So it's like, you know, I ain't gonna put no slight against her yet. She gotta lose against somebody that's, like, average. You know what I'm saying? For me to put, like, a notch on her belt. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, you play Tekken. Hu Rang is one of the niggas' favorites. If I put Hu Rang versus Heihachi and he loses against Heihachi, is Hu Rang still not Hu Rang? You know what I mean?
It's more like, can we sit here and say that she's one of the best, but she's losing against, like, other people that should be in the same conversation? So it's like, is she it sounds like you're arguing that she's holding her own at least. So it's not like she's losing that bad. She could
still be top 10 and be number 10.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So she can still be top. She's just not top 5. She's definitely not top 2 and not 2. She's just, you know, top 10, and she's probably like 9 or 10.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But if she loses to one of these regular niggas, like, if she loses like to a Lou Castro or to a Fons or something, then that notch might go down a little bit.
Fons is nice.
He is nice. But, like,
we saw what Fons did to Lou Castro.
Yeah. Nigga, why you ain't trying to let me win this back? I respect him for doing that shit too, bro. Cause, like, that's how I would feel. I'd be like, so you really not trying to let me win, huh? In front of Chris Brown. Damn. But yeah, like, if she lose like, or lose to like a real deal or something, like, she gotta lose against somebody that isn't really proven yet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas is proven. I can't even. She gotta lose against somebody that's not top tier. She's only losing to top tier people, so I'll give her that. And I don't know if Coffee is top tier, but I know Coffee was killing chicks for a good minute too, right?
Yeah.
And she was right next to one of the top tier niggas, so I'm sure, even though they're not dealing with each other right now, I'm sure she learned a lot.
Coffee's pretty respected.
Yeah. One of my favorite one of my favorite battlers, not even female battlers. So she's only losing to top tier people. I'm not gonna put it against her. You know, The Rock's still the greatest, and he lost to a lot of top tier niggas.
Wrestling rules are different.
I know they're different, but if you see The Rock versus Bubba Dudley and he loses that shit, you ain't gonna look at The Rock a little different.
I probably might.
You know what I'm saying? Might. If he keeps losing to Triple H, you'd be like, all right, that's Triple H though. And Triple H be cheating, nigga be using sledgehammers and shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He got the company on his side. Like The Rock be up against some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I still fuck with KCJ. I think she's still up there. She got a long way to go before like her technical decline.
Okay, I can see that. I'd say to round out my top 5 of the year, I think I'm gonna go Clips versus Chess.
Really?
I really like that battle. I like when niggas don't take the battle super duper seriously, and like it was. I was confused by those battling at Chris Brown's house to begin with. But after a while, I got used to the backdrop, and I was like, "This is a cool environment for battle rap to see women's in the background. That's different."
It was definitely nice. And it definitely had like a small room feel. You know what I'm saying? And it was even nice, like something like it was women there that feel like knew what was going on. Like they weren't just there to be pretty. Like they just happened to be pretty. But like when the bar hit, like they'd be like, "Ooh," you know what I'm saying? Like they was with the shits. So I fucks with it.
Yeah, like that was really one of my top battles because it was Chess having fun and Clips having fun, which is what he does every battle at this point. Yeah. Clips just walks out there and has fun on stage, and niggas got to deal with it. Yeah. Like, but Chess, you could tell, was having fun too. I was just one of the most fun battles of the year. For
Chess
me.
Almost couldn't get some bars out because he was laughing.
He was talking about that with the pillow shit.
Nigga said, that's why he want to battle this nigga. But that's the funniest thing because I feel like he started thinking about it and the shit just got funny. Yeah, nigga could barely get the pillow over the face bar out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was one of my top battles just because of how much fun it was.
Yeah, but that was definitely a good battle. That was okay. All right. Now, it was a good head ice.
That was a good head ice performance. I have head ice winning that battle.
Yeah, that was a good performance, a good battle. I feel like it impressed me.
Because that was top 5?
Yes.
That was your top 5?
Yes, nigga.
Of the whole year?
Yes, nigga. Okay. Yes, nigga. I put it in my top 5, man. It was.
You just want head ice to get a win so bad. The nigga's only win is in your top 5. His only win of the year is in your top 5.
Did you want me to?
Like what?
Anyway, nigga, yes, head ice versus Ab. It was a good battle, good showing. Ab is very consistent. You know what I'm saying? Ab is Ab. So it's like Ab's literally one of them niggas we don't even speak on often because we're just gonna say the same shit we've already said.
Yeah.
Very consistent. He does his shit. He's one of the best. You know what I'm saying? May not get recognized as one of the best because of maybe politics or whatever, but maybe the lack of ass kissing, I don't know. But he's definitely when pen to pad, crazy, performance, crazy, presence, crazy, all that good shit. When you see Ab on the thing, you know he's gonna deliver. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, speaking of that, has Ab ever went against Swave 7?
I don't think so, no.
If not, I feel like that would be a good battle.
That would be a good battle. I'm always down for more Swave battles.
Yeah.
I like Swave. I've liked Swave since I was younger. Back when he was in Grinds, I've always been a Swave fan.
Yeah, because Swave is definitely one of them. Swave is one of them niggas that's like, everything we say about Ab and Ill Will, he kind of was like first, like before them. Because he was very consistent too. And you actually, you and Shaq have said that he's had some A+ performances. I still got to see those battles. He's always been a very good B+ person to me.
I feel you on that. Like if you don't watch Swave often, you might get kind of bored with him because Swave ain't like Swave. Yeah. Swave was like a slower rapper. Like he take his time, he paces himself. Yeah. I think like he even said because niggas, I remember on his show, niggas was they was hating on Jay Nightwing. Somebody was like, man, Jay Nightwing be taking so long to get his bars off. All that damn talking slow and shit. And Sway was like, nigga, I'd be doing that too. I'd be pacing the fuck out my round. I'd be taking my time and shit. Like,
I don't like that shit. I honestly like that shit because it gives me time to digest everything. Because you know what? I come from the era where niggas was trying to speed through their shit. That was why my first introductions was to K-Shine was him versus Goods. And I thought this nigga's trash because I think he had like one good bar in the whole thing. Everything else was just him speeding through the whole shit. Whereas Goods had more of a head eye style where he was like saying things slow. So it was you also have time to like put impact to your bars. Like you can voice presence. So you might it's like how we feel about like niggas like Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? Like they may not say nothing crazy, but just the way they say it, it delivers it a certain way, and you just feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't recall a lyrical bar from Pooh Shiesty really, but be goddamned if we don't fuck with him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's shit like that. Like the way you deliver your shit is the delivery. You know what I mean? But yeah,
that's why it's one of our categories we judge battles
for sure. Because that's definitely a factor in when you battling somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because you can say some fire shit, but if you don't deliver it correctly, then it ain't gonna hit. You feel me? You're gonna have maybe two people in the crowd that go, "Oh shit," and then that's it. You know what I mean? So, and then niggas get mad and be like, "The crowd just slow. Y'all niggas sleep. They'll get it later." Niggas say shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. So my worst, I put Miss Hustle versus Coffee.
I understand why that's in that conversation.
Yeah. Worst, all right, because if y'all niggas had that much beef, you shouldn't have fucking battled. All right. Murder Mook versus $3. that
had to be in there too.
That was a chore to get through. And since you just reminded me, I just added another one because I only had 2. Now I got 3. Head Ice versus A Verb. Yeah, that was rough to get through.
So Head Ice is your top and your bottom. This nigga's all over the place. This nigga's so inconsistent, bro.
He's very versatile. Very versatile.
This nigga's one of the worst at the same time.
He's very, very versatile. You know what I'm saying?
That's odd. That's different, Quan.
Yeah,
that's different.
I do what I can. You know what I'm saying? And I got some honorable mentions. I got 5 of them, right? So T-Rex versus Romney. That was honorable mention.
I did like that battle.
It was
mainly because I was very happy for T-Rex to do a good job.
It was the best T-Rex I have ever seen. It was so much like T-Rex. Like for one thing, I think he had lost a little weight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have
either that or it was just a really well fitting hoodie, so he didn't look as big.
That too, yeah, because he be wearing tight clothes
for no reason.
For no reason, the stomach be bulging, and I know what I look like. But I'm gonna tell a nigga when he fat that stomach be bulging these battles. You know what I'm saying? It was the best bars I ever heard, and all of a sudden he's crippin' now too. It was just so much going on in T-Rex's life.
It was even funnier that Rum Nitty had so much to say about it. Like, nigga, when did you become a crip? Like, yeah. It was in Nitty's rounds. Like, where did this come from?
Like I had
we was thinking it, and then Nitty said it. That's what made it funnier.
And another battle: Sue Surf versus Cupid. That was not a battle. That was a crazy battle, right there.
That's not a battle. I got that in my top 5 moments. It's not in the battle.
It was definitely a demolishing. Okay, that nigga said, "You will never battle with this topic." And Cuban didn't do nothing to deserve that shit, bro. That nigga Sue Surf just decided to demolish a nigga, bro. That nigga, that's gonna be Cuban's freaking villain origin story. Is when Sue Surf tried him like that.
Cuban just battled the other week. It wasn't with URL, it was somebody else.
I hope he like gets in Super Saiyan mode so he can climb up and be like, Sue Surf, that's who I want. Get his revenge back, because that shit was crazy. Twerk versus himself. That has been a wild battle for ages, and it never gets old, apparently. Twerk's worst competition is himself.
Sounds like Head Ice.
Lord. And then I had Boozy versus the LGBT.
That wasn't a Why did you just put that in your moments? Your top 5 moments list?
Hey, because he's been fighting these niggas for a long time, and it's a battle that just keeps on coming back up. It's constant moments. That ain't just one moment. That's a consistent moment. Uncle Murder can do a whole wrap up about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, honorable mentions. You feel me? So now the next list I have is top 5 battlers.
All right.
I'll let you go first.
All right. So for my top 5 battlers list, should I do these in order? I think we do these in order. I'm gonna start at number 5. I'm gonna say Sirius Jones. This nigga made my top 5 battlers.
I'm not mad at that.
Sirius Jones came back in the game, and he's only been getting better. Yeah. Like the nigga, I'm glad that they announced his upcoming super fight against Chilla. He had a super fight against Chilla coming up. That's gonna be good.
And that's gonna be a veteran versus a veteran, so I ain't mad at that.
Sirius Jones deserves his respect, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I know this nigga be bullshitting with the antics.
Yeah, that might have been the one thing that kept him from. I would like to see more battles from him, this year, and like he always has an antic that fucks up in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But much respect because he doesn't let that fuck up the rest of the battle. He'll, once he gets through that shit, then it's good from the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Like Sirius Jones is definitely in my top 5 from last year. Like that nigga is definitely a nigga to be afraid of in 2022. Like Sirius Jones,
Yeah.
The way that he handled Swamp, and that was like, all right, beating Swamp ain't that big a deal in my opinion, but
it was a good Swamp.
It was
that
the
battle.
best Swamp I feel like I've ever seen, and he just handled this nigga all around, even after his fuck up with the diamond tester.
Yes.
And then he put on a great performance against JC. That battle was really debatable in my opinion.
Yeah.
But like he just had a great year of battles. And then he low-key might have got robbed in Ultimate Madness against Romney.
Yeah.
That battle was very debatable.
Yeah. And nobody was expecting that Sirius Jones to be that good.
Sirius Jones.
Against one of the best too. Like I think we on this platform even thought like, yo, him versus Romney. Oh, Romney gonna dog walk
That's
that
what
nigga.
Everybody thought.
And it wasn't that.
This was his first battle out of jail. Boy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? See what good happens when you leave pimping alone. You feel me? But yeah, like he was doing his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's had a great year.
Now he's pimping these bars. You feel me?
And I'm cool with that.
For sure. Pimp slapping these battlers and whatnot. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to more Sirius Jones for sure.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? I'll say Mount first top battler, real sick. Consistent. Definitely consistent. Been coming through killing shit. You know what I'm saying? Hasn't no slip ups, no chokes. Just been I say like a flawless year. You know what I'm saying? Like even the worst he has is he'll go against a veteran and maybe it'll be like you didn't win, but you also damn sure didn't lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's been showing up. He's only been getting better. You know what I'm saying? He got different styles and shit. Like, you know, the nigga be knowing who his opponents are and be really showing up, bro. Like
real sick. Like he really might be leading the next wave of Jersey rappers right now.
For sure. Oh, shit, I could say he's definitely leading Jersey at this point.
All of Jersey.
I'm not even. He's leading all of Jersey, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whenever Twerk decides to choke in the battle, that's when Real Sick is number one. I'll give you that. Straight up.
What about Surf?
I'll be forgetting about Surf. I thought about it right before you said it. Right before you said it. And I'll give Surf his credit because he's been dealing with crowds. So since then he's been back for a good minute. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say Real Sick is number 2 at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, because Twerk is too inconsistent. You know what I mean? It's too up and down, like ass. Right. So yeah, I'll definitely put Real Sick is definitely like my number 2 Jersey battle rapper at this point.
All right. You know I mean, I'm not mad at that. I feel like I'd say the same thing. Like he really putting on for Jersey.
Yeah.
My number 4, under Sirius. I'm gonna put Luke Castro at number 4.
I'm not mad at that.
My top 5 of last year. No, Luke Castro, he really got his rise last year. Yeah. And now, like, I feel like going into next year, we're really gonna get to see this nigga cook.
Yeah.
Because we talked about his double impact performance. Mm-hmm. He was on Summer Madness. Mm-hmm. And he just had nothing but great battles all year.
For sure.
His only battle where I'd be like, damn, was versus Fons. Yeah. Well, he was trying, but it didn't matter, my nigga. Yeah. It was over, dog.
Yeah. It was just one of those like I seen how DNA talked about it on the Restore Order. It's like sometimes you just are in front of the battle. You're just mad that you're in front of that battle rapper in that moment. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like when DNA had to go against K-Shine before they became a collaborative effort, and when K-Shine had that third breaking down DNA, he was like, nigga, I was mad that I had to be in front of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was just K-Shine on fire and I'm the victim. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it was. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely respect to that.
Yeah, Luke Castro, number 4.
For sure. Good battler, you know what I'm saying? Makes good music and whatnot. Check out his tape and whatnot. We reviewed that. Go check that out. It's on the channel.
Yep, on the channel. Luke Castro Revenge is what it's called.
You dig? My second battle would be Twerk.
Your top 5.
In my top 5, yes.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Because yes, he chokes. Yes, it's terrible. But when he shows up, that nigga shows the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And it's random. It's like a suspense movie with him because you're almost like wondering, is like, yo, is he gonna keep on being good? Is he gonna keep on being good? All right, I think we might have a good one. All right, we might be good, fellas. I think we're good. We're heading for liftoff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, and it don't be like a prejudice thing. Like, it's not like a Sue Surf. Like, oh, he can only be good in the room because we have him. Even though it was a last year battle, but you know, him versus Danny Myers when the pandemic first happened. I was also nigga was every fucking bar on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga had 10 people in the crowd, and every one of them was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? So when Twerk shows up, it's an amazing thing. You know what I mean? And no matter how much he messes up, we can't take that from him. That's why he still gets booked now, and why he was a smack, you know, a smack darling for so long with so many fuck ups on his resume.
It's because Twerk is like ingrained in the culture at this point. Niggas gonna keep making excuses for him. Niggas like he's so many people's favorite battle rapper at this point that like they kind of have to keep him around. You know?
Would you say that he's like the Barber Suge?
He's the what?
The Barber Suge from Insecure.
Barber Suge. Which one is that one again?
That was the one that was always late, but he brought in celebrity clientele.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. It's just coming back to me now.
Yeah, Art kept showing favoritism because the nigga was bringing in celebrities, but that nigga could just do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
I mean, sure. I guess if we're comparing it to that,
nigga, I mean, sure. Twerk be late, Twerk be miss. Nigga, Twerk was missing battles at certain points. That's crazy. And he was still niggas would battle him and ask those questions like, yo, nigga be choking in battles, niggas be missing whole battles, and he's still the top tier. And like, especially in that, they be letting it known like, yo, battle rap got politics, especially Smack. Smack be having politics with his shit. So you gotta kiss ass to be top sometime. So while Twerk shows up and is one of the greatest MCs, like that can't. And Smack the same nigga that when niggas was choking, he was trying to bring up a whole new league of battlers because he was tired of the choking and shit. And then your main nigga is the main nigga doing the choking. You know what I mean? So it says something, bro. But yeah, Twerk's one of my favorites. Suspenseful every time.
You never know what you're gonna get.
You never know what you're gonna get, right? Mystery ball, if you will.
All right, so my number 3 is someone you already mentioned. My number 3 was Real Sick.
I ain't mad at
Real
that.
Sick had a great, consistent year.
Yeah.
He been battling vets. He'll battle whoever they put in front of him.
For sure. He ain't scared of nobody.
Yeah, Real Sick is definitely my top 5 of this past year.
He don't duck no fades.
It's like at this point, he really don't have too many niggas in the top tier category that haven't battled him because he battled Rum. He didn't battle Rum. He battled Chilla. And no, I take it back. I'm wrong. He got a lot of niggas battle left, so he got time.
Yeah, he did battle Chilla though.
He did battle Chilla,
but he's battled everybody that I feel like is
Chilla and who we battled recently? DNA.
Yeah.
So like he got time. He ain't battled Tay Rock yet. He ain't battled Surf yet. He ain't good. The next battle of Jersey got to be Real Sick versus Surf.
Yeah,
Real Sick battle Twerk.
For sure. And he's definitely getting there too. Like he's ran through all the people like in his class. I feel like at this point
he already battled Jay Nightwing.
Yeah.
Who else he battled? I don't think he battled Luke Castro yet, but I don't know. But like he's battled all the niggas around him who like in conversations with him. He's not afraid to battle anybody. So I definitely have Real Sick in my top 5. So I definitely is a good spot for him.
I definitely see this year he's gonna be battling top tier niggas, and we gonna really see what's up. Because even like the one battle we seen that stood out is him versus Chilla Jones. And while like I think we gave it to Chilla, like he still definitely showed up. He was still fire. It was just like, you know, you seen a little difference between his style and a veteran. But now he's going to go up against veterans, and I feel like he did his thing against DNA. Even though it was a good DNA too, you know what I'm saying? So, and he be knowing who he goes against. So like
he's consistent, dog. Yeah. He ain't got no stumbles, none of the bullshit.
Yeah,
he show up, he rap, he go home.
Yeah, and it's gonna be rough too, cause like you know with his name Real Sick, you know what I'm saying, he's got the turban and whatnot. Niggas always try to flip that shit. Niggas gonna have to really even if he's going against veterans, niggas gonna have to really find, if they're gonna go that route, they're gonna have to find a really interesting way to flip the shit, cause it's already been flipped a lot of ways, and I feel like the only one I've heard that was kind of like interesting, I think, came from DNA. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, some of these the name flips is like a little tired. You know what I'm
Every
saying?
time I think of niggas run out of name flips, they prove me wrong because like niggas always have alcohol flips for rum nitty somehow.
Yeah.
So it's like niggas find ways to make name flips. Daylight had a whole battle for name flips for Tay Rock. 3 rounds of name flips, everything about rocks and earth and dirt, like 3 rounds of rock bars, and I loved all of them.
But that's Daylight. Daylight gonna go in. He's gonna go into the bag and find every crumb he can, and make it work.
DNA still gets name flips.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even after K-Shon's third, which
I did like how Real Six it was like flipped it to and.
Yeah,
I thought that was fun too,
and that was funny because I was like, I'm surprised nobody did that yet. Like, I was really surprised, but yeah, like, real sick is killing shit out here, bro. Real sick. My third. Well, I ain't going in no order.
I'm going in order. He's not going in order.
You know what? We can put this in order because I'm not. So far, I put it in order. KCJ is my third.
Okay.
Still fuck with KCJ. She's doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Still showing up. Even when she's battling in battles that technically she lost, it'll always start out like it's a good KCJ. You know what I'm saying? Like she never falls off. It's just her opponent you know what I'm saying? I think she's getting what like we said earlier, she's getting what she asked for. She wanted some competition. She wanted niggas to take her serious. And now when she's against niggas, they taking her serious. They coming with the bars and they ain't sparing her. You know what I mean? So I'm believing that's only gonna make her get better.
I hope so.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, KCJ.
My number 2, Easy the Block Captain.
I'll say that's my number 2 also. That's definitely my number 2.
The nigga had a great year.
Yeah. Nigga
had a great year. He dropped the top tier song and starts battling top tier niggas.
Yeah.
And holding his own and beating niggas.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I don't know what more the nigga could do.
Yeah.
He joins gun titles.
he got Murder Mook to duck him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got Murder Mook ducking niggas.
Yeah, bro.
I ain't never seen Murder Mook duck no smoke.
Bro, Easy inserted himself into being one of the great nigga conversations. Like last year, we was just saying, yo, Easy's good. He cool. I like him. He might be nice.
Yeah.
No, that nigga's great now. In 1 year, he went from good to great.
Yeah.
Like that.
And fast. The nigga took every shot they gave him, he sunk that shit. You know what I'm saying? No rim, my nigga. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Swish every time.
Yeah.
So
Easy's definitely my number 2 for the year. Like, it's really hard to not respect that nigga after this year.
For sure. He's been showing up every battle, going crazy on niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucks with him for sure. So, since that's both our number 2s, I guess I'll say my number 1.
Go ahead.
My number 1, you probably already know by this time. If you watch this, if you watch our platform here, you gotta know who I'm speaking about. Gichigati.
That's my number 1. I already knew we
Gichi motherfucking Gotti, bro.
This was the year of Gichigati.
Yeah, nigga. If there's anything we said about any of the other battlers, except for twerk and inconsistency, they all apply to Gichigati.
Yeah.
Like Gichigati is the king of this shit.
Every fucking bar, every fucking battle too.
Every fucking bar, every fucking battle. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, at least he had no really fall offs this year.
Nope.
Maybe last year we was like he's kind of either coasting or like he may have a battle that's like a little less, but it'll still be good. It'll just be like we know he could do better. You know what I'm saying? But this one is almost like him being like, all right, I'm tired of being just A. Let me try to get this A plus. You know
this year was like a flawless victory for him.
Yeah,
honestly,
nigga been already getting 95s, 92s on tests. He was like, let me try to shoot for that 100. You know what I mean? Let me shoot for that 100. And he's been shooting for it like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody they put him against, he's separating himself from niggas now.
Yeah,
because he's going against some of the best niggas, and like niggas would be like, I don't know, Gichi. Don't say Gichi ain't gonna get it, because he gonna be like, all right, he gonna demolish that nigga.
And Gichi one of them niggas where he at the top, but you can see that he's still unafraid to battle anybody.
Yeah.
He's not one of them niggas who get to the top and they start taking months and years off. Like, he's like, look, I'll battle a nigga next month. I don't give a fuck who it is. He just likes to battle niggas at this point.
I feel like there has not been a month that has gone by that this nigga has not battled for at least the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I feel confident saying that.
Yeah, Gichi always battling somebody. Like Gichi is like you know, like how in sports they have like a fighting champ, like a nigga will become the champ, but they still like you still see them fighting consistently.
Yeah.
Gichi's a fighting champ.
Yeah.
Like some niggas become champ and then you don't see him fight like once, twice a year. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't gotta defend it. I'm the champ. Y'all niggas gotta work to fight me. Now Gichi be like, look, I'm the champ. I don't give a fuck though. I'm still gonna fight niggas all the time and keep defending my shit so niggas know what's real with me.
You know
that's the type of champ Gichi is.
Like Gichi is a Drake. You know what I'm saying? Nigga reaches high status, you know what I'm saying, goes all kind of platinum, but he's gonna drop when he drops. And it's gonna be yearly. Nigga might, if he feels like, you know what, this year I feel like dropping, I'm gonna drop something called a playlist. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? This one's a mixtape. You know what? This one's an EP. He's just gonna drop. He's gonna drop and he's gonna drop consistently. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas try to get Jay-Z. They be like, you know what? I'm doing other shit over here. I'll drop music when I feel like dropping music. You know what I'm saying? Or even like Nas before HID Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like before HID Boy, we wasn't getting Nas project consistently. You know what I'm saying? You might get one every 2-3 years, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Drake gonna always drop every year. If the album ain't ready this year, you might get a freaking he's gonna always find weird names for this shit. Like last year, in the last 5 years, he's dropped a playlist, album, a mixtape, a demo tape. How you drop a demo tape when you already own, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? So
niggas don't even make demo tapes.
Niggas don't even make demo tapes no more. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I take that back. Only niggas who make demo tapes are like songwriters. That's it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, but he gonna drop it. He gonna be it consistently, and he's gonna keep his name in your head and because
he'll do whole collab tapes with niggas too.
Yeah. Shit, it was a time we were talking about getting What a Time to Be Alive Part 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't often we get collab tapes now these days, but it ain't often we get sequels to collab tapes. That's crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, Gichi out here being consistent like a motherfucker. And it's just wonderful to know that like a nigga ain't got big headed. Like he's still like, yo, I'm worth more. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to check now. But he ain't too big headed. He ain't trying to little boy niggas. Like he still can. It's funny. It's nice that like a nigga can get rich and get crazy bread and be crazy successful in something and still conduct himself like this shit ain't make me. I'm still me. You know what I'm saying? And I love that because we don't see that often. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas like, yo, I'm still a hood nigga, still a block nigga, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm still Gichigati with or without this battle rap. I'm just good at the shit. And I'm gonna keep on being good at shit. Whoever you send in front of me, I'm gonna battle them. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you got the money. We good. Nigga got his own league. Like this is not enough good shit I can say about Gichigati, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To the point that if a nigga in Little Lux's camp and want to talk about that nigga battling, I'm gonna be right behind the nigga and be like, hey, nigga, shut up before you get beat the fuck up. You know what I mean? I fuck with Gichigati for real. You know what I mean?
You got any honorable mentions?
I mean, except for his tape. I didn't like the music. I didn't like the tape. Maybe the next one I'll feel different, but you know, I got to be fair. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas know when it come to him battling, love everything about it. The music wasn't the biggest fan of. The beats was good, some of them. Some of the beats was fire. So it's not like you don't have the potential to make a great tape. Maybe next one will be it.
Yeah. Any honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions, I put Coffee Brown.
Okay.
Love Coffee. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite battlers. And Lou Castro. Castro, definitely. Doing his thing. Awesome all around. Worst.
I didn't say my honorable mentions yet.
Oh, I didn't know you had it.
Yeah, my honorable mentions, I do have honorable mentions.
That was a category I decided to throw in last second, so.
Yeah, my honorable mentions for this one, I'd put Romney. Romney just as consistent as Gichi, battling damn near every month. Yeah. He ain't afraid to battle nobody. It's just that now, like, I mean, it's kind of the same with Gichi because they both EFB. Like, yeah. Romney definitely has been getting top tier respect for a couple of years now, but like now he finally got somebody else who can also carry the weight of being at the top of the league. Now he's don't just got to be him no more. Right. Now I feel like he feels like he can take more breaks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, all right, cool. It's not just me no more. So,
yeah, for sure.
Romney is definitely in my top battlers of the year. If I had to say somebody else, I probably will put Vixen up there.
I'm not mad at that.
Maybe like honorable mention. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. I would put her there. I had to see more Vixen. I've only seen one battle from her, and that one battle she destroyed shit. She destroyed one of my tops. So I'm not mad at that at all. But I definitely see potential there. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, she was Woman of the Year, so I'm sure the next few battles I see of hers will be amazing. You know, so I still gotta watch. One day we're gonna just do a review of the DNA versus Vixen battle, just because we haven't covered it yet. And even though you've seen it, it's like nigga, if we haven't covered it yet, nigga, why not?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll say we're gonna do that year. We're probably gonna do that this year. I was thinking about doing some of the classics like the Murder Movers, Sirius Jones. You know, some of we know from the actual Smack DVD days.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Cover some of those just to get them out the way. But yeah, you have
worst? I don't
worst?
have any worst. So
Worst? I put Cassidy. Definitely a contender for worst. Definitely a contender for worst. And another worst, Prep. And all 6 of him. The only thing we know him for this year is group chats and choking in front of KCJ, bro. Shit crazy out here, man.
Well, who was that nigga that we? Nah, bro. You missing somebody.
Oh, and Stumbles. I didn't want to do it to him because like we only seen one, and Shaq has spoken him up and say he's better than that. So I didn't want to do it to him. We already shit on him enough.
I watched his second battle too, and I didn't like that one either.
It was trash.
That was one that this nigga FaceTimed his mom in his round and was rapping to his mama on FaceTime. Fuck that.
Yo, mom, should I punch this nigga? I don't know. I think I might punch this nigga.
Fuck that.
That nigga's tube steak.
Top 5 worst.
That nigga's definitely tube steak, bro. All right, I ain't mad at that nigga. Stumbles, nigga. Cause goddamn, bro. All right, next one is top 5 up and comers.
Are we doing a whole 5? Sure. All right. I got 5.
I would say I got 5.
I can name 5.
I'm about to say if you got more, you know what I'm saying? Our platform, you know what I'm saying? We got a.
I don't have more than 5. I'm saying I can have 5 if I need to.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Yeah, let's give everybody their proper shine. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got a whole big audience. You know what I'm saying? The 2 people watching this video. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? Spread the word. You feel me? But yeah. So I'll say my first one. You know that I'm a very big fan of this guy. You know what I'm saying? Kid Slade.
He was good.
I fucks with Kid Slade, bro. Like, I definitely look forward to more showing up from him. I just like his style. You know what I'm saying? Like his style of battler is great. I think there's something about like a lot of niggas claim to be from the streets and shit, but like I feel like there's different when you just see somebody that just has the aura and just like. You believe it when they say it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's niggas that say it and I'm like, okay, whatever. And I just listen to their battles, whatever. It is what it is. But then there's some niggas that say it, I'm like, nah, for real. Because there's no way you have this and this. The way you dress, the way you conduct yourself. Like, you give me that. You know what I'm saying? It's very believable. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Kid Slade is one of the people that's very believable. And he's still an up-and-comer. You know what I'm saying? So it leads me to believe they can only get better. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, I fucks with him.
All right, so if I had to name somebody, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say the one. I'm gonna say that one for later. These ain't in no order. I'm just not saying this nigga's name first because it's too easy. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say Truffaut.
Okay,
Truffaut was good. Truffaut was really good. He made it pretty far in the competition. I'm gonna say Truffaut. I thought Truffaut was really good. He has a bright future ahead of him.
I'm not mad at that. Truffaut was pretty cool. My next one is Piranha. Even though I haven't seen too much of him.
I only saw the one battle from that nigga.
I like the presence that I saw in that one battle.
I like Casino more than him. Casino was the nigga he battled, but
I like Piranha a little more. I like I said, the same thing I said about Kid Slade is I feel like when Piranha raps, I believe him. You know what I'm saying? That's a really big thing for me because like you can say even like I said, we said with Pooh Shiesty, he may not say nothing crazy, but it's the fact that I believe him when he says the shit hits different. You know what I'm saying? Like. If Logic tries to kick me at 16 about killing somebody, I'm not gonna believe it. But if T Grizzly kicks at 16 about killing somebody, I'm like, all right, he might have did that. Don't talk about that because the feds are watching. All right, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot different when we hear Maxo Cream rap. We're like, is somebody? Where's his PR team? We want him to be outside of jail. All right, he might be saying too much.
Yeah, he do.
You know what I mean? So it just hits different.
All right. But, so I'm gonna say next. MVP. I liked MVP after he grew on me. Mm-hmm. He got murdered by somebody who we're going to say later on in this conversation of top 5. Yeah. But I thought MVP did pretty good overall.
That one time where he like showed up, like
that was
I
the
forgot.
Second battle.
Yeah, that second battle was definitely a marvelous MVP. I definitely it left a lasting impression on me, and I'm not mad at that choice. It was only the fact that he only had that to go with that I didn't choose him. But if he did that more often, he very much would be easily top 5.
I really liked MVP this year.
Yeah, definitely has a lot of potential. I ain't mad at that. My next one, I don't know if he's an up and comer, but to me he is. Tink the Demon.
Okay.
Tink the Demon. I saw one battle of his, and I kind of like his style. You know what I'm saying? Him talking about harvesting freaking organs and shit. It's some nasty wild shit, but it is a part of the underworld, black market and shit. And it's nice to have somebody talk about that. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we're in battles. We're talking. Every verse is about crime, so it's nice that we can talk into a different side of crime. You know what I'm saying? Next, we're gonna have somebody that's actually Italian come through in suits and talk about making mafia hits and shit. And if nigga can deliver it well, we're gonna be like, hey, I fucks with it. You know what I mean? Until he battles somebody and be like, you know what? The mafia didn't fuck with blacks. You're racist, and then that's gonna be a tough day for him if somebody delivers it right. You know what I mean?
Shit happens.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. Definitely, same thing I said with the Tink the Demon. Unique style, definitely.
Very unique style. I would like to see him get more battles in this next year.
Yes.
Because I really want to see how his style works in different environments.
Yes.
That's really what I'm interested to see, because it worked. It went. I don't want to say that it fully worked in the rooms that it was in, because I feel like it wouldn't get the same reactions as other people.
Yeah.
But if you understood what he was doing, then you got it.
It always seemed like once he would just need one line to connect with the crowd, and then he got them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but his style is a grower, not a shower. You feel me?
Bro.
It's definitely something that you got to catch on to. It's definitely unique, especially in the battle space. And you know, I feel like you can only just hone that in a little more. It'll be even better. You know what I'm saying? And it's risky. I respect the risk.
It really is, dog. Like,
yeah, because it ain't a simple style. Like, especially where battles are very based on the crowd. Like, you need to connect with the crowd to be successful. It's very risky to come through with a style that's very unique. You know what I mean? But if he lets that shit connect, he could easily be like a legend for it. Because, you know, like, we have some people that have interesting styles, Loaded Luxes, Daylights. You know what I'm saying? But once that shit gets like, it connects the dots, you can be put up there with some of the top tier niggas easily. You know what I mean? My next one is probably somebody on your list. Real name Brandon.
Obviously, he's on my list.
Real name Brandon, boy. That nigga does not disappoint. Every fucking bar. Definitely deserves to be up in that crowd. I fucks with real name Brandon, bro.
I do too.
I fucks with him very much.
I really do. So.
Not too much else to say. I fucks with real name Brandon.
I just want to see more battles with that nigga, dog. I really like real name Brandon.
For sure. And I still believe he beat Suge. I don't know what niggas was, respectfully. Suge was great, but he beat Suge. I don't know what niggas saw, but he beat Suge. But it's cool.
Right,
who's your next? I guess your
I only got one left, but it's like these ones wasn't in order, no way. So I'm gonna say I really also liked Boz the Bambino.
You did like Boz when we.
I liked Boz. I like Boz a lot,
especially when he exposing niggas for not being gangster. You know what I'm saying? That was some woo. If these two niggas had bigger names, that might have been on some Adi Boom level.
It really, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Because
Stumbles is lucky that shit happened early in his career. Because that's crazy. Like,
I'm not a real gangster.
Nigga.
What?
Nigga. And you know what makes it worse? I remember how I felt when Math and T-Rex had a problem. And I remember, I didn't even know who Math was. I knew Math for punching somebody, but I never respected him as an actual rapper. But then he was on World Star, released a music video, and before the song started, him dissing Rex, he has an audio clip of him talking to Rex. And he's like, yo, so are we rappers or are we gangsters? And we have T-Rex on the thing being like, yo, man, whatever, that shit that happened, yo, my fault, bro, my bad, bro. That's not even in my character. Like, it was like that shit just deflated all the tough shit that T-Rex said. And that's just stuck with me for years. You know what I'm saying? To the point that, like niggas had to vouch for Rex. I remember, I forgot, somebody would say, like, yo, I don't know, bro, because, like, niggas try to say T-Rex is fake. And, like, every time I see some wild shit that makes him look crazy, I hear about him doing some gangster shit, or I got to see him do some gangster shit. So I don't know about Rex, but that shit stained his credibility in my eyes forever. So Stumbles having an auto clip of him saying, I'm not a gangster, and it didn't feel spliced neither. Like, that shit felt fluid. He had to say the words verbatim, and I quote, I'm not a gangster.
He said it multiple times.
You know what I mean? So Yo, that he lucky that shit happened now. Because if that shit happened when he was on the Smack stage, you've been out of here, bro. You would have been making job applications with Prep, my nigga. That's a fact. For sure, for sure. You know what I mean? You would have been in the same courtroom with Adi Boom, my nigga. There's some niggas in battle rap purgatory, bro. For sure, for sure. But yeah, so I'll say my last person is Next NXT.
Mine, but I mean I know a lot of people like him.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I still randomly in my head just having a nigga in my screaming in my ear, I hate. That shit was fucking wild to me, bro. But yeah, like, you know, as far as the bars, he got some bars, you know what I'm saying? Performance, he got a good performance. Freckles, he got those too. You know what I'm saying? Dreads, he got those too. He's definitely one of the up and comers, you know what I'm saying, to look for and whatnot. He's doing his thing.
All right, sure.
You know what I mean? You just better not have no audio of him saying he's not a gangster, or he'll be the fuck out of here. And worst up and comers, you already know, my boy Stumbles, boy. Stumble your ass up out of here, boy. You know what I'm saying?
The only one that you got in that conversation.
That's the only one I have, bro, because that nigga did terrible. Terrible. That nigga did terrible. I don't think anybody did as bad as him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was bad.
Even the nigga that battled and just wanted to talk about the fact he was 6'3", Matt Times did better.
Yo, I forgot. That was the nigga that battled MVP.
Yeah.
Yo, I need to look at that nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga did pretty bad too.
That nigga mentioned it. He was, first of all, he mentioned it in the EPK. Truth Watson, bro. That nigga mentioned it before the battle started in like the pre-cut thing. I was like, okay, and then he mentioned it like twice in the battle, and I was like, bro,
what got to do with anything, dog? What is this?
That shit was wild. I was like, this nigga does not have nothing to talk about. You gonna talk about his height, my nigga? All right. Nigga was better off talking about MVP being short, but he was like, nigga, you are 2 inches taller than an average height person. Nigga, I am 6 foot and I don't feel tall out here.
No, that's actually taller than average height. The average male height is like 5'9".
Nigga, when I be out here, nigga, I be seeing people my height easily all the time.
But
I saw a woman in the airport that was my height, and I didn't even feel like she was that tall.
But it was also funny because, like, you said, like, yeah, he had so many references to the height, but it was not like it was good. Because at least when Arsenal beat the battle conceded, a whole round of height jokes, but it was good.
Yeah, it was funny shit. But like that nigga he just was mentioning it to mention it.
He didn't have nothing else to talk about
at all.
I was like, nigga, when did you write this round? Like,
for real.
When did you know you was battling this nigga? There's no excuse.
Yeah, shit was wild. But yeah, that was worst stumbles. Now we have top 5 events. Now this one, I did my research to get them, but since like we just really be stuck on like battles, I may not have too much feedback on actual events. I got the names, so like I know when I put them down, there was a reason.
I got Verse Tracker pulled up right now, so I can tell you what all was on the events. So.
Okay, because I would say if you expected me to know who was in some of these battles or some of these events, might be asking a little much. But yeah, so I say my first top 5 event, Ultimate Madness 3.
That's in mine as well. So UM3.
Yeah,
that
UM3.
was one of the first events of the year. Well, not the first, but it was one of the earlier ones. That was basically all of the diggers, the vets came into Ultimate Madness because all the first Ultimate Madness was newer niggas.
Yeah.
So everybody in that one, is this the right order? Because remember the order changed.
Yeah, the order fuck the order.
No. I think this is the right one. So we had Cortez and Official.
Mm-hmm.
We had Sirius Jones versus Romney. We had Swave. Mm-hmm. And Swave went versus he ain't battle Prep. He battled because the original order was supposed to be Swave versus Prep, but it got flipped at the last minute, and it was Swave versus
somebody else in the group chat.
No. It is Swave versus Prep. I'm wrong. Because it was supposed to be Swave versus KCJ, and it was supposed to be Prep versus Twerk, but then they changed it at the last minute. So yeah, it was Swave versus Prep. It was Jackboy versus T-Top. It was Drugs versus Yoshi. It was Swamp versus Jerry West. KCJ versus Twerk. Then Riggs versus Gichi.
Mm-hmm.
That was UM3. UM3 was also on my top 5 events. So
yeah, good ass event. And the next one, Civil War. You know what I mean? I think that you said that one had a Twerk versus Loso. Great ass battle. Great ass slaughter that was.
Civil War was not in mine, but okay, Civil War. That was Swamp and Ace Amin versus Danny Myers and Tink. That was a Tink Demon you're talking about.
I love that battle.
Jaden Nightwing versus Kid Chaos. That was a good battle.
Yeah, that was definitely.
Luke Castro versus Jack Boy was at that event.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot of battles from this event too. I think that's why I put it.
Ryder versus Don Marino, Av versus Real Sick, New Jersey Twerk versus Loso, which you talked about, and then the headliner for that was T-Top versus Mike P.
Yeah, and that was the one where it was a decent battle, but like Mike P tried, like that's where T-Top had the race angle, and Mike P literally was like, "Think I'm winning this battle?" He was like, "Nah," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this one."
All right, so I'm gonna name one of mine. One of mine was Volume 8. Because you already mentioned Volume 8 was one of mine. So Volume 8, that was B-Dot versus Av, Chilla versus Kid Chaos, JT versus Sirius Jones, Ava versus Head Ice. That was really the only flop.
Yeah, the whole
event was great.
Yeah, the whole event was great. It just had a terrible main event, which was Head Ice versus Ava.
And then don't forget the DNA versus King Los was on that one as well.
Yeah.
And then Arsenal versus Loso was just okay. But still the worst battle by far was Ava versus Head Ice. That's not how you end the event.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not.
But great card overall.
Yeah, great overall card. So the next.
So you only got like what, 3 left?
I got 2 left. Because I had Volume 8 on mine also.
Okay, you got 2 left. Okay.
Summer Madness 11.
That is also on my list as well. Which was, I mean, it was gonna be on our list. Like, come on, bro, Summer Madness.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that was the MVP versus Real Name Brandon. When Real Name Brandon bodied that nigga,
demolished that nigga.
Easy versus Chess, contender for Battle of the Year.
Yeah.
Murder Mook versus Reed Dollars.
Whoo, that was one to laugh at, boy.
Calico versus Gichi.
That was a good battle.
Sue Surf versus John.
That was one of the times where Sue Surf was back.
Yep. K-Shine versus Hollow, and then Arsenal versus Luke Castro.
Yeah.
What's weird, I don't know if you realized, but they uploaded the K-Shine versus Hollow to the YouTube.
Really?
Which is the most random battle to upload to the YouTube.
The K-Shine. Yeah,
That's not even like, it wasn't even one of the best battles. Like,
yeah, it was one of the weird ones.
I don't know.
It was because it was one of the best niggas K-Shine at his not best.
Yeah.
And then it was how the Don, I don't know, being weird.
Maybe they just figured it was because those are 2 vets, and maybe people on the YouTube would recognize those names. So I don't know.
I guess they was better off putting Luke Castro and Arsenal up there. Let Luke Castro get some views, bro. Arsenal's one of the he's supposed to be one of the most viewed battlers. Let Luke Castro get some views, bro. You know what I'm saying? And let him get some tags too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tag me. Get my followers up. Tag me.
Yeah.
Luke Castro was hilarious, bro. I guess I say my last one will be Till Death Do Us Part.
That's not in my top 5, so I still got 2 left. Ooh. Till Death. That was Patch Day versus Real Sick. I forgot them niggas battle. That was a good battle too. Damn. Real Sick battling everybody.
Yeah, tell you.
Patch Day versus Real Sick, and then it was Tay-Rock versus Twerk, Surf versus Calico.
I can't look at you, so I look away. That shit, that was a good ass event, my nigga.
T-Rex versus Romney, which you said was one of the best records ever. Lux versus Gichi, and Jazz versus Gatos.
So. And that one was a good ass battle, even though I feel like Gaddis kind of got destroyed. Yes. But I ain't heard from Jazz in a minute, and Jazz came through.
Yeah, that was the only battle I seen. I think Jazz, the only battle this year was that one. And that's all she needed. Yeah, she cooked on that one. You know what I mean? And then the only other card I got, well, I got 2 since we shared a lot. Yeah. So I got 2 that we didn't say. Gnome 11. Gnome 11 is on mine. Gnome 11. That was the one where we had B-Dot versus DNA. Great battle. Yeah. Mike P versus Luke Castro. Loso versus Jerry West. I don't remember Mike P versus Luke Castro off the top of my head. Maybe that one might have got canceled. I don't know.
Might have been because I don't remember that one either.
I don't remember that one either. We had Loso versus Jerry West. I don't remember that one either. I think that one might got canceled too.
I think we covered some battles from this event, but I don't think we watched it.
No, I watched it because I remember the rest of this card. Because we had Danny Myers versus Real Sick. We had, because that was when Danny Myers choked.
Yeah, good. He was being overworked.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I remember, but some of these battles, I don't know why. I don't even remember. Like something's off here. Anyway, We had Av versus Jaden Nightwing. We had JC versus Fons.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had T-Top versus Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
T-Rex versus Easy.
Mm-hmm.
We had Tay-Rock versus Chilla. And then the headliner for that was Gichi versus Romney.
Yeah, and I remember seeing that because that was the end of the competition battle.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing T-Rex versus Easy. And that's when I was like, that was when I feel like I didn't know how to judge that one because Easy was fire, but I feel like T-Rex was kind of too street. Because I was even next to Shaq. I was like, yo, Shaq was like, T-Rex talking that shit. And I was like, I don't even know I don't get half of the shit he's talking about. So I guess
that's
maybe
what I say during Head Ice battles.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe he was like too street with it. Because I remember there was specifically a bar he said, and Easy literally reacted was like, yo, that's crazy. And I was like, I don't even know what the fuck he just said. Like that was over my head. So
yeah, now you remember we watched and talked about that event. Yeah. I think some of these battles might got canceled or something. I don't know why they still up here the list of battles.
I thought I might have chucked it up too. It was probably one of these. I tried to catch as much as I could.
You watched that one too?
Yeah, because I know the battles.
Yeah,
I just thought maybe I missed a battle or two. Shit be happening.
I don't know. Something.
And my worst event was just,
bro. I still got one more.
Oh, my bad.
I still got one more for top events.
My bad.
Can't forget.
I'm out here trying to jersey you. My bad.
Double Impact. That was the tag team card. We can't not talk about it.
The tag team's been fired this year, bro.
Yeah, man.
Tag team's been fired this year.
We had Romney and Jaden Nightwing versus DNA and Don Marino. We had Arsenal and Kid Chaos versus Beat That and Real Sick.
That was a good one.
And then we already talked about the Shine and Castro versus Av and Fons.
Hey, yo, big dog.
Crazy. We had Tay-Rock and Easy versus Gichi, Gotti, and Swamp.
Yeah. That one was my first introduction to Swamp, and I was like, yo, this nigga ain't from the West Coast? What?
And he was like, oh, Swamp is great. And then you watched the next battle, and you was like, all right.
Yeah, I thought he was fire, but I was like, yo, Swamp is out of here, boy. I was like, oh, okay. It was just a tag team thing. It was Hitman and John again. Yep. Okay, got you. It was Suge and Twerk again. Niggas be on, I don't know what it is. Niggas be really coming up with the best shit when they tag teaming. Yeah. And then they be like, oh, okay, these niggas getting better. And then they go back to solo. And I'm like, all right. All right. All right, my nigga. Cool.
And then we can't forget about Mook and Calico versus Jersey and Twerk. Were you trying to forget about that?
I was trying to, because that was the start of the demise of Murder Mook when that nigga started freestyling about bullshit. And I was like, nigga, you are better off just Harlem out of there, my nigga. Don't just try to freestyle. You ain't coming up with no good bars freestyling. You just talking about shit. You know what I'm saying?
He should have just said easy.
Easy, my nigga. He was better off easying his way out of there, bro. Like, what the fuck? That was the start. I was so disappointed, my nigga. I just knew it was gonna be great, but then for him to do that shit, like, dog, that shit was weird. That shit was hella weird, bro. Yeah.
That was my top 5 events.
I should put that in one of the worst battles. I almost forgot.
That's all. Like, Mook is in my top 5 moments. So when we get to the moments, we gonna circle back to Mook.
Him threatening to expose Smack. Nigga, where you gonna work then? What are you gonna do if you try to expose Smack? You only battle on Smack. Do you believe? Oh, fuck. My worst. That shit had me tight, my nigga. Like, you can't threaten the boss when you slacking, my nigga. Like, you supposed to be top tier, and then you threaten the boss. Like, you can't be late every day, not even completing your work, and then be like, I'm threatening to expose this company, nigga. Your rep is not solid right now, my nigga. Worst, I just had RBE and ATL. That was every worst event. How many times they went to ATL? It was the worst every time.
It came here like 3 times.
It was bad every time. Nigga, RB and ATL is the only time that Daylight got booed. Yeah. Daylight should never be booed. Okay? And even with him going against...
Unless he doing bullshit. Yeah. He ain't did that in a minute.
Yeah, he's left the bullshit at home. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Ichiban Don. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that collab tape got them together. You know what I mean? Shout out to the sequel that's supposed to be coming out. Heroes Part 2. We looking forward to that.
Word.
For sure. And then finally we have top 5 moments I'll let you go first.
All right. So moments wise, at first I was like, are these all gonna be moments in battles, or are it gonna be moments of battle rap news? So it's a mixture of both. Some of these is moments from battles, and some of these is moments of just the fuckery that goes on in the battle rap culture. All right.
Word.
So I'm gonna start with something good. I'm gonna start with the good shit, and then we just gonna fall down into the rabbit hole of what the fucks.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, in my top 5 moments of the year, easily was the double impact battle of Avin Fons versus K-Shine and Luke Castro. That was my top 5 like moments of the year. Like, I really enjoyed that battle.
Yeah.
I was like, the energy in that battle was really had the culture talking for a minute. Like, niggas was very excited about that battle. That was in my top 5 moments.
Funny enough, too, now that you mentioned that might have led to why Fons destroyed Luke Castro the way he did when it was one-on-one. Because he was like, okay, I've been in front of this nigga before, so I feel like I have an idea of what I'm dealing with. So I ain't about to play with this nigga when I'm in front of him again.
So when they met again,
that might have led to that.
It was different because they was talking that shit. It was like, I'm Luke Castro. I do the stabby stab, and it was like, what was I going to do against nigga who shoot? Like, they was ready for this nigga the next time.
For sure.
It was not the same.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with that. I would say top 5 moments was definitely Prep's group chat.
Oh, that's in my top 5. You know that's in my top 5.
Definitely
you
top
know
moment.
That shit in my top 5.
Definitely top moment.
You know damn well that shit had to be in the top 5 moments of last year. What the fuck is going on with you, nigga?
What the fuck? Like, that's all you just tattoo that on all over the situation. What the fuck? All right? And we ain't even going to get into the details of it. Y'all can do your own research, look at your own videos. But yeah, freaking
you know, Prep actually battled recently.
What?
Yeah.
That nigga still battling? Oh, the Bills done caught up on this nigga.
He said, I remember after this, he already had a couple battles he had already been like contracted for, so he kind of had to do these last couple battles that he was already like contracted for. But he said after those couple, he's done. So he did one of them. I forget who it was against.
Nigga, what are you gonna do? Be a teacher or some shit? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Gonna work for AT&T? Really be in niggas group chats?
That nigga said he wanted to get his real estate license and shit. You know what I'm saying? Do some other shit. He think he done with battle rap. So.
Nah, if you want to be somebody else in real estate, then go ahead and do you, my boy.
Nah, that's definitely shit, my top 5.
That shit was crazy.
This nigga was fucking up. That nigga had the whole culture talking. That nigga, people talk up. Like, prep bars have become normal at this point.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
niggas sprinkle a prep bar in their round when they ain't got shit to say.
Bro, there's 3 people that get random shots this year. It's Prep, Nunu Nels, and Jazz. Jazz been catching random strays for no reason.
Nobody.
Like, yo, even at the freaking it was the Vixen battle. It was like in the 3rd round, she just said some ill shit about Jazz, and Jazz was just like. And I just seen her just sitting there and take that. Even when the battle was over and they dapped up, she was just like, what did I do?
Niggas be going in on Jazz all the time just because she got a big ass head.
Bro.
Jazz be catching the big head bars regularly.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, if it's somebody in the Bardashian, Jazz gets a bar. Freaking if you Gichigati, Jazz gonna get a bar. If you Charlie Clips, Jazz gonna get a bar. Jazz just been catching all kinds of strays.
Surf too, because like she like best friends with Surf too.
Yeah. Just all kind of strays for no reason, bro. But yeah,
that's funny.
Jazz been catching all kinds of strays.
Yeah, another one of my moments was KCJ getting bodied by Vixen. That one was just rough because Casey was trying.
Yeah,
Casey was trying, and it just didn't matter.
Yeah,
it didn't because like Vixen was just
on fire, bro.
Heating up.
She was Kaioken and Super Saiyan. And Super Saiyan 4 every time, bro. Like, and like I said, when we reviewed the battle, like it seemed like every round she earned it, because every round they didn't just jump on her, you know, or on her titties immediately. Like she would say some shit and it'd be like almost silence. Then she would say some shit, it'd be like ooh. Then she would keep on saying shit and it's like ooh. Then towards the end, every single time it'd be like oh, like she earned it. She earned the crowd every round. So. It was just nothing KCJ could do, bro. There's nothing you could do. That's why I don't knock her, because she's always against people. It's like what else can she do? You know what I'm saying? Now if she loses against somebody that's just having like maybe a good night or a regular night, then it'll be different. But when she's only losing against niggas that are just like, what else is she supposed to do against Gichigati? You know what I'm saying? What was you supposed to do against Vixen? Vixen was on fire that day, boy. Craziness. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so my next one is top moment, Coffee versus Hustle.
That's my top.
That
bullshit.
That was some bullshit, but the fact that Smack still made this battle happen, and then we almost didn't even get to the start of the battle because they almost like got into an argument before the start of the battle, making Smack
neither one of them wanted to go first.
Yeah, making Smack's cool ass look weird because he's just like, yo, what we doing? What we doing? Can we? Him trying to be cool. This is what's funny about me, yo. When two, especially black women, two black women are upset at each other and hot, and then you try and be cool in that moment. That's not the moment, bro. Like, take off your cool. Like, you sitting there trying to be like, yo, so what are we doing? We battling? Come on, ladies, come on. You look crazy, my nigga. They're for them to get like 1.5 rounds off, and then for the camera to cut off. The camera cutting off was the max moment. Even though they said the power went out. It just looked like somebody swung on somebody, and they just cut it off before the cameras could catch it. It just looked crazy.
That's why it went in my top 5 moments, because it was bad.
And then it freaking lasted afterwards. Nigga, Gichigati had to get involved in shit. Like, shit was, and Gichigati don't get involved in shit. That's what makes it crazy. Like, it was all around crazy. You know what I mean? To the point that Hustle says the beef is still up and it's stuck.
That is what she said.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
All right, so another one that we alluded to earlier, but it's definitely about top 5 moments, is Surf going off on Cuban on Twitter Spaces.
Yep, I got that down. Sue Surf basically telling Cuban, fuck your life, bing bong. he basically destroyed that nigga's life. Nigga said, you will never battle. I can make it so you never battling.
You will never be on Summer Madness.
You will never be on Summer Madness, nigga. Like, damn. Nigga just eat the nigga for no reason, bro.
And Cuban was trying to come in and be chill and humble and talk about he was a fan and everything, trying to big up Surf. And Surf just cooked that nigga.
And he didn't even say nothing bad, too. I probably said something to the biggest effect of like, man, maybe one day I'll get to you. And then Sue Surf was like, get to me? Nigga, you will never get to me. You ain't never gonna be a Summer Madness.
Why are you talking to me right now?
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I push the button right now. You disappear, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I say right now, you will turn into a cigar, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? When I say jump, you say how high, nigga. Jersey, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me put the white t-shirt on. You know what I'm saying? You will never be unknown, my nigga. You know what I mean? If I say the word, nigga, you can't even get on RBE, nigga. Niggas won't believe, my nigga.
It was just bad, dog. And like, it was the point where Cuban said, nigga, I shoot you. And everybody was like, whoa. Like, how did we escalate to this? Like,
nigga, I say the word, nigga, you only gonna battle Big K, nigga. He's gonna just say fucking terrible the whole round, nigga. Fuck you mean. Bing bong.
It was just bad.
Nigga destroyed that nigga for no reason, bro.
Yeah, but you already mentioned the prep thing. That thing was also about top 5, so I didn't even gotta mention it. That shit was just whatever.
My next moment is the Drake and Chris Brown events. I feel like those were significant moments, you know what I'm saying? The Drake event, you know what I'm saying, niggas can get some real big bread out of the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He showed up. You know what I mean? They definitely dragged the freaking event long as hell for no reason, but you know, he showed up, showed support to the culture, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't just talking about it, but being about it. I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are president of the culture, but they're not trying to like do something to actually help battlers. And we've been on this platform saying we want to see a battle rap millionaire, you know what I'm saying? I want to like we're very glad that like the price has gone up. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe voice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. We're glad that battle rappers are getting paid a lot better these days. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, yo, these battle rappers will be like just flaming in their perspective cultures. They would be crazy in their leagues and probably still have to have a day job. You know what I'm saying? Like the top tier niggas was getting like 5,000 a battle, maybe 10,000. And niggas wasn't battling every month like that. So if niggas battling only once every 2-3 months, that money is nice, but that's not something you can live off of. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we live in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You can't even live out here, and rent is much lower out here. what I'm saying? Not even considering niggas that may be in up north states. I don't know if like how things are in the West Coast. I mean, like we know California, but I don't know how things are like, you know, from battles maybe from DC, you know, battles from New York, Jersey, you know what I'm saying, Texas, all in place. Like that's not sustainable income. But now niggas is getting bags. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can buy jewelry now. I'm not the biggest advocate for jewelry, but I just look at jewelry like, okay, it's a sign that you're doing well. You know, if you're willing to spend your money on something that's such a bad investment, I like to believe that you have a nice amount of liquid assets.
Jewelry only a bad investment once you're covered in diamonds. If you're just buying straight up gold, it's not a bad investment.
Yeah, but you know niggas always want to put things in diamonds.
Yes, you're correct.
Because the niggas could Trinidad the situation, but then as soon as somebody comes in diamonds, they feel shitty. They feel like their jewelry ain't mean shit, and they want to put diamonds in it. So, you know, it is what it is. We'll be hard pressed to find somebody that gets successful in the rap world and only wears like actual gold. You know what I'm saying? Like that wears chains and might have jewelry on, but just Mr. T's it and just keeps it gold. We'll be hard pressed to find that shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I want to see some battle rap millionaires, man. Hopefully this year we get to see that. If somebody's not already there and just keeping it low, I want to see that some battle rap millionaires, and I mean the rappers, not just Smack. Respectfully.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I feel you on that. And then I'd say my number one number one moment of last year was Murder Mook utterly falling the fuck apart twice before our very eyes.
Yeah.
Damn near 3 times. If you mention him trying to expose Smack and go off on rants and shit about the culture, then it's supposed to be you coming back and showing niggas you still got it.
And ducking easy.
And you did not show niggas you still had it. You went out there, you fucked up the T-Rex battle. Not T-Rex, but you fucked up the
Reed Dollars battle.
Yeah, you fucked up for the Reed Dollars battle. You fucked up the T-Top battle.
Yeah.
Then you want to get mad and duck easy, like you said. Then you want to go off on rants and shit. Like, nigga, this was one of your worst years, Player Pimp.
Yeah.
You have to come back doing some other shit. Or you just stop.
This is almost...
I prefer if you stop. But Quan's going to want you to come back and try. So
I'm giving you one more chance, man. You a legend, and
I'm gonna give you one more chance.
This is almost as bad as when he was caping for that white girl.
Oh yeah, I ain't even because it wasn't this year. I wanted to bring that bullshit back up, but I can't.
No, I remember when I used to watch the Joe Budden podcast. Like Joe Budden broke it up. That's why he called the nigga Mohawk. He was like, nigga, that's your slave name, Mohawk. Because bruh, that nigga was like caping for the chick so hard. I watched that episode. That shit was hard to watch.
It really is, bro.
Because he was caping for her so hard, and it was during I forget her name. That's how much I don't even care about the chick.
Her name was like, Yes Jules.
Yes Jules, yeah, that's her name. Yeah, freaking nigga Murder Mook and Daniel Caesar decided to put their careers at risk for this chick that I didn't even know she knew y'all niggas. Like who? She don't care about y'all niggas, bro. Like she gonna hustle and do her own thing. She gonna be all right. She don't need y'all to come to her aid. You know what I mean? And that should be annoying me because when the shit be on a black woman, I wish niggas would jump out the window to defend like that. But nah, they act like Terry Crews and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit was so weird to see because he was even caping for her in ways that she didn't agree. You know what I'm saying? She would be like, what? He would be like, well shit, I mean, you're white, but aren't you like half Puerto Rican or like a quarter Puerto Rican? Isn't Puerto Rican like pretty much black? You black, you can say the N-word right now. She'd be like, no, that's not how this works. Like you was just caping mad hard for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like for no reason, bro. Like she didn't even ask for all that. Like whatever her moment was, it was gonna pass. She was gonna be all right. I'm pretty sure she's just fine just now. I don't know what the fuck she does, but
living her best white life.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She made it to her status from hustling, and she's gonna continue to do that. So you ain't gotta worry about her. She gonna be all right. You know what I mean? But and then it says something that like you did that shit, and then your podcast did not last too much longer after that. Because I used to watch that. I forgot the name of that shit, but like I used to watch that shit faithfully. I was like, ooh, Murder Mook got a podcast, dope. And he had another nigga named It's Biscuit on there, which I know you don't know, but he's a blogger nigga from New York. He's really famous in the New York world. You know what I'm saying? He was really popular up there. And then we had another white dude and whatnot. And the white dude was cool. I don't know who he was, but he was a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But like, it was a good formula. It was a good podcast for the most part. But then when that shit, I don't know if that was the reason for it, but I swear that shit lasted maybe 2 or 3 more episodes, and then them niggas packed it up.
Had to.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that I remember that. I remember when Joe Budden was talking about it too, because they're like, bro, like, listen to this nigga's rounds. When this nigga spin his rounds, this is obviously a smart nigga. Like, a nigga can't rap like this. A nigga can't beat can't beat Loaded Lux and be a dumb nigga.
No.
So you have to be some level of intelligence.
He left battle rap to go to college.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Not a dumb nigga.
So it's like, how can you be this smart and be this dumb? Like, how can you do that and then be like, act like you don't know the history of you know what I'm saying? And cape for this white woman like this? Like, you tripping? How you going this Iron Solomon the way you did and then cape for a white woman? Like, you don't just like, bro. That shit was confusing to me. That shit was confusing to me, like when like Kanye West, you know, being in love with Donald Trump. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, I would not expect this from you, my nigga. Like, everything about your catalog says you are more intelligent than the moves you are doing right now. But yeah, that's. I hope you got one more. You got one more. You got one more to like at least. I don't even know, but right now you in the doghouse, my nigga.
Huh?
You got to recover from this shit. You might need my expert opinion episode to help your ass at this point. Like,
he done been on there like 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah, but he ain't been on there since the meltdown. He gotta explain this shit. He gotta explain this shit in front of Mav, because Mav will like center the shit enough that he's like, all right, let's get a concise thought. You know what I'm saying? What is your issue? You know what I'm saying? Like, Mav is a decent battle rapper, but I feel like I'll give him credit. He's a pretty good podcaster. You know what I'm saying? Like, his conversations be good. I know you don't care about the men versus women topic, but I actually plan to watch that shit because I think Math is a pretty intelligent dude. He conducts himself really well in the interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? He does his shit. That my expert opinion is a pretty good platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just got finished watching the Method Man episode. Another good one. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, he has a good podcast.
Yeah. So we'll see what's up.
All right. So, Quan, I think we've completed.
I have one more moment because I think we have 3 incoming. Okay, yeah, but this one's quick. It's just the top 5 things was going from crowd to no crowd to crowd again. You know what I'm saying? That was interesting transition. You know, having big ass crowds and then growing to no crowd and hating it and then learning to love it just for a crowd to come back. You know, it was interesting stuff. We'll see how it goes from this point on. Still, sometimes it's smaller rooms, and we appreciate that. It makes the battle be smaller. The battlers still come with it because they do realize, hey, there's a camera there, so people are going to see this. You know what I'm saying? So it matters more than the 3,000 people that hear. There's going to be 100,000 people that watch it. So, you know, it still be something for the most part. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we have completed our top events and battles and all of the 2021 recap.
You feel me?
Make sure, you know, to look up the shit that we talked about, because I know some of y'all just watch us talk about stuff and don't know what we're talking about. I'd say look up some of the stuff at least.
Please. Because we ain't the kind of platform that was going to like recap the events of this year. We're going to leave that to all the other networks, you know what I'm saying?
And you can just watch our old episodes.
Yeah.
We recap them, like most of these.
Yeah, because we also ain't like, we ain't got no team here. It's just us. So it'd be the niggas that have teams that be like, hey, you intern that I pay to work here, go in our old files and look at our shit. Like, nigga, we got lives, my nigga. Like, we can't be doing all that. One day when we get a team or when we get paid for this shit, then we'll be able to like do shit like that and have things look pretty and shit. But until then, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get what you gonna get. We still here. Did we even address missing the last week?
No, we just gonna say we was doing holiday stuff.
All right, fuck it. We was doing holiday stuff, so that's why we missed last week. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we always here consistently. If there's ever a reason we're not here, it's a pretty good reason. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we here back again. Happy New Year to people, and you know, we still here back at it again with the white vans, or in this case, the white Zesto Cup. You know what I'm saying? We still doing what we do, recording. You know what I'm saying? Good equipment, good computer, and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Good black do-rag and whatnot. We here again. Godcast, nigga.
All right, Quan. Tell them where to find you at.
You can find me at your chick's crib listening to G Unit, nigga. You know what I mean? But if you want to find me online, you can find me at SAYQUAND on your social media platforms. That's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, sometimes on Twitter, and never on Facebook. Don't waste your time. And if you want to find me on my BeatStars, you can find me at sayquan.beatstars.com. You know what I mean? Holler at me for the beats. Got all kinds of beats, R&B, drill, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, Detroit style stuff, all that. You know what I'm saying? You can find the link in the description. Where can they find you at?
All my socials are the same, you know what I'm saying? You want to talk to a thug at not Bloodbath, talk to me, I talk back, you know, that's the Twitter, that's the IG, that's the TikTok. I'm on all those things, you know. I say silly stuff sometimes.
Yeah, you can find them at your local Doja Cat Discord, you know what I'm saying? Storm it up with everybody. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Looking at feet pics with the other racists. I ain't gonna get over how niggas really just forgave that shit crazy.
They got over it just like that.
It's crazy to me. Cause there's even somebody I follow that's you know, not a popular YouTuber, but a YouTuber I like, you know what I'm saying? She's LGBT. And, you know, she's a pretty smart individual. But I do like how when she was like, you know, it was one of those leave it in 2021 videos. She definitely said leave Dave Chappelle in 2021, but then also proceeded to be like, you know, black women this year musically was awesome. You know, SZA, Summer Walker, and then proceeded to say Doja Cat. And I was like, oh, you mean the one that was caught in the chat rooms repeatedly, not just once, giving foot pics to racists.
Doja's really popular, bro. She had a good year.
She really is.
She had a good year musically. But
that almost hurt a little bit. I was like, I thought you were like, okay, I know you LGBT, so like, I thought you would still like understand Dave Chappelle a little more. But then when you don't like Dave Chappelle, but you go like Doja Cat and the same thing, like, I don't know. That threw me because the world don't care, so I guess I don't care. But it's like, we still gonna throw away Dave Chappelle? It's like nobody wants to understand. Like nobody. I guess nobody sees his point. So it is what it is. But yeah, that go stream Doja Cat on your local platforms and shit. Planet Her out now.
Did SZA drop something new this year? Because people have been talking about SZA.
No, she dropped.
I know she got a new song.
Yeah, the Wonder If I Hate You. Which the funny thing, it wasn't even supposed to be a single. It was literally a rough drop on SoundCloud, and it just shot up to #1. I think mainly because of TikTok and Reels, because it was really
people been like, "Yo, this new SZA is crazy." I'm like, "Nigga, she just got one song."
Yeah, no, she dropped. I think she didn't drop like a tape, but I think she dropped like 3 songs on SoundCloud earlier in the year, but it wasn't like a tape or nothing. Because if it was a tape, I would hear about it. Because I've been waiting.
Exactly. Me too. I don't know.
Like I've been waiting for that the second part of that song that comes on the Good Days video. That song sounds sexy as shit. I have been waiting for that song. You know what I'm saying? Some people took out the snippets and I think it's called Bloodstains, whatever. Says it be on some weird shit sometimes, so I'm all with it. But yeah, I've been waiting for that tape. So if there's a tape out, I would know about it. But yeah, says please drop something like, bruh. Hit Different came out like 8 months ago, bruh. Like, please. Says I hope the album's done.
It probably is.
You know what I'm saying? Her shit's great. Like, Hit Different hit. Good Days is a beautiful ass song. You know what I'm saying? She had the song with Doja Cat. That shit shot up. Like, you know what I'm saying? She dropped her own shit, just a random song on SoundCloud. That shot up. Like, streets love you, SZA. You know what I'm saying? I hope the album's ready. Summer Walker tape drop. I feel like not the flame on that is over, but like she had her moment. Now you can drop yours and have your moment. You know what I mean? And we can have more black women creating awesome music. Cause
I agree with that too.
Black women definitely have been creating awesome music in the past year. I want to say that should continue.
Me too.
For sure. Ari Lennox too. I would like another Ari Lennox tape.
She said she ain't putting nothing out though. Like she said that she feel like she's not inspired right now, so she ain't putting nothing out.
Yeah, but you know, when she's ready, I'll be ready for it.
Yeah, I'll be ready too.
Yeah, because I don't want it to come out prematurely. Because then if the shit's trashed, then we can't blame her. Cause she's gonna be like, "Well, I said."
She has such a great debut album. Like it really broke it down to one of the best debut albums when it's all said and done.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, and Ari Lennox is still one of my favorite personalities out here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really see her as much no more.
That's because you know, when people actually have a personality, like the wrong people get hip to shit, and then people get offended and then want to try to cancel you for something you said. You know, this is why like we only know the negative of celebrities' lives, because like they would like to show us their personalities, but sometimes they don't get a chance because sometimes not all personalities are meant for everybody. You know.
But this podcast is meant for everybody. That's why we want to thank all y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Week in, week out.
It might not be forever. So when we get big, some of the shit I say gonna be censored like a motherfucker.
Exactly. So I want to thank y'all for fucking with us for this whole year. You know what I'm saying? Tuning in. Just be on the lookout for what's popping in 2022.
Man, imagine if we get big enough that we actually have to censor our words. That would be a little rough. Like, we can't say fuck. Oh shit. Or we might just have somebody just it'd be better if somebody just like bleeps our shit. I feel like it's funnier. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm just like
a good time bleep is funny.
Yeah. Just because I don't like, we're adults here, so I feel like we curse. You know what I'm saying? We don't curse crazy, but I feel like we curse enough, and it just comes out naturally. So I feel like it's just much better, and the people that get it will get it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm just like, oh shoot, like I feel like it just hits better than us having to not say cuss words and shit. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna put that out there for this year. We're gonna get up to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm gonna just put it out there. You know what I mean? 10,000 this year. 10,000 subscribers.
10K for 2022.
10K for 2022. And hopefully more than 10K in my savings account or bank account.
All right. Well, this has been the Hold It Down podcast. We thank you for tuning in to another episode. Make sure to tell a friend to tell a friend.
And tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
And remember, the South gonna hold it down.
Bing bong.